Hey everyone. Hey Dad. Thanks for tuning in. Um, hope your day has been beautiful, Dad. I hope you are having a wonderful life. I know last time I talked to you, you were having some kind of medical problem, and that's a bummer. I hope that it's all resolved and that everything is going beautifully. I know that it's getting hotter in California right now, but I also know that down in the Santa Cruz area, it's probably getting pretty nice. So hope you guys are enjoying that weather down there. Yeah, this is the For Earth Show. My name is Philip Murillo. I am your host here. I am the guy going through all these adventures and experiences and trying to share a little bit of that with you. This is Nomadic Stories, basically a place where I can just talk about whatever I feel like and whatever I want, relating to travel, relating to RV life, relating to the nomadic lifestyle. Today's episode number 3, is called A Message to All Fathers. Now, first off, I want to say that I am not a father. The content in this is not based on telling you what to do. If you are a father, it's not really, it's not based around that. It's more of a thank you to fathers. It's more of a thank you to my father. And I want to start off by kind of saying a little letter that I wrote. I wrote some notes here. As you guys know, I'm always about those notes, but I don't want to follow them too much because I don't want it to be scripted. I just kind of have a little bit of doodles there, keeping me on track. But I have a little letter, and this is for my dad. Dear Dad, dear Rick, dear my father, thank you for not taking the easy way out. Now let me explain. So a little backstory to my life is my dad was always there growing up, and basically he was there in the time that I needed it. Beautiful. I was so grateful to have a dad that not only was there for me, but that was, words can't describe, how grateful and blessed I was to have him there. But he was also a really just great person in general. And here's a few things that I thought about that I would like to thank you for. So the first one is you were really hard on us. And I think part of this is that you were hard on yourself. And let me kind of like dive deeper into that because me and my brother, so a little backstory is I have a brother that's 10 years older than me. And after about high school, I was probably about 18 to 20 years old. My dad moved to the Santa Cruz area, the San Jose, Santa Cruz area. And that's a few hours. That's probably like 2 or 3 hours away from me. So it was difficult. I was going to college. I was, working full time. It's difficult to see him at times. It was even difficult to like find time to talk on the phone. And so I wouldn't say we drifted apart. It's so fun because we'll reconnect, or like a year ago, or not a year ago, probably like 6 months ago, I drove down there and helped him move to his house in Santa Cruz area. And it was like we'd never like left each other. It was like we still just had like the same fun time. It's always just such a blessing and such a amazing experience reconnecting with my dad. And I love it. And the fact that he is only 2 or 3 hours away from my hometown. Now he's like 15 plus away from where I am right now. But yeah, it's great that he's not across the country or the world, or he's still alive. I still get to see him, and I'm so grateful for that. So the first one is he was hard on us. And my experience and where I'm at now is I am really hard on myself. And I know my brother would say the same thing, is we're really hard on ourselves. And it's because we know we can do better. It's because we know that our best is like huge. We were raised right. We were raised to do our best in everything. And as we always did our best, always gave 110%, that bar kept raising. And now, 20 years later, after playing sports, like me and my brother, 10, 20 years later, that bar is still high. And we still understand that we can get that high. And I think that was my dad's life. throughout his life, is he knew that he could do the best, and if he did his best, he knew that he could outdo that and do a little bit better. And he put that on us. And yes, it was hard. There's lots of yelling. There's lots of realities set in of like, why aren't you doing your best? Questioning like our judgment on things, and our how we went through things, and why we did things. And as a kid, you don't understand like why someone is pushing you so hard to do that. You just want to go play, or you don't want that pushiness. I don't know, I can't think of the word for it, but you want the easy way out. And my dad never took the easy way out. He wanted us to succeed, and not just succeed and then take that next step. How can you do better than that? Because a lot of people succeed, they get a pat on the back, and then it's like, all right, cool, you're done. You did what you needed to do. No, there's always a next step. There's always better. And my dad is still to this day, he's not a hard ass on us anymore, but still to this day, he is striving. He'll succeed in something. He has his business right now, and it's successful. It's doing really well in the area he's at, but he's always striving to do more, to do better, to do big things. And this definitely rubbed off on me. I know it rubbed off on my brother. We're always looking to better ourselves, to succeed, to do the bigger things, to really understand what life is like and how we can control it, and not control it, but how we can take control of our lives and do the best that we can. The other one is that he was very real. There wasn't really a line between fake and dad mode. Like, there wasn't like, here's dad mode and here's just his individual self. He was just real all the times. And this was so refreshing, because you'd have a long day, on the soccer field or at work or whatever it may be, and he's that same dad all the time. He's loving, he's caring, he supports you in everything you do. And so it was so refreshing. Like, you would ask him a question, even as a young kid, and you would get a real answer, and you get a real explanation. And it wouldn't just be like, yeah, okay, here's the answer, now go away and go do something else. It was like, let's sit down, let's talk about this, let's figure it out. Like, through sports, through music, it was always like, you want to do this, so let's do it. And the realness to it, there was no like, I was never confused after it. We always got to the bottom of it. So that, thank you for that. The other one was, he was protective, but not really. You know what I mean? Like, he was very allowing of things. He let me do the things that I wanted to do. Like, I guess I'm going to like mesh these two together, but he also pushed me to try new things and to try different things that I never would have thought before. And he introduced me to things that, like, I started off playing soccer, and by the time I was like 10, I was playing like 5 different sports. I was just starting to get into music. I was getting into art and creating things. And so it was always this like, let's find out what you love. Like, I'm not going to try to push you to be who I want you to be. Like, let's find out who you are, and let's go after that. Let's do it. Like, and I am so grateful for that, because although I knew I had a supportive role model who was like my counterpart, like an older counterpart to me, I knew that, having that support there is always so nice, but I knew that I could go out and make the mistakes and learn from them and be my own person and really learn who I am, like learn who I am today, learn about the world in my own eyes, because there's definitely that age gap in father and son. Your son, if you are a father out there, your son coming into this world, or daughter, your son or daughter coming into this world is coming into a very different world than when you were a kid. And so he allowed me to be who I wanted to be. And lastly, Dad, I just want to say that, I see a lot of myself in you, the hardworking, the striving to succeed, and not just succeed, but actually go on to what's next from that, and, view it from many different perspectives, tried many different things, and really have fun while doing it. Love what you do, not just do it because it's going to make you money or because someone else is telling you to, but really enjoy and love and thrive throughout what you love doing, through your passions, through the things that you really want to do. And I can't thank you enough for instilling that in me. Even though it may have been in a difficult way when I was a kid, I really believe that I wouldn't be where I am or be able to do what I am doing right now if it wasn't for you. I wouldn't be able to go out on my own, figure out how to make food, how to camp places, how to just be on my own in an RV traveling around the world. I don't think I'd have the courage to do it if it wasn't for you pushing me to be myself, to figure out how to live life to the fullest, to cook and to clean up and be respectful and to do these things that you life skills. Basically, you need to have these skills in life, and without that father figure and without you, Dad, I don't think I'd be able to do it, to be honest. Yeah, so thank you very much for everything growing up, for everything now. It's beautiful. I am so grateful. I'm so blessed to have a father like you. I love you very, very much. I hope you know that. I know we don't talk all that much because we both are just so busy and we're both just like doing so much stuff all the time. But it's always on my mind that as soon as I come back to California, which is seeming like it might not be for a while now, that I'm coming straight to you. So I'll see you soon, Pops, and hopefully we can connect and we'll go have a grand old time just like always. The second little part of this is I just want to say, I'm not a father. I have opinions, but they're really just, they don't mean jack shit because I just haven't experienced it. And I understand that. I'm not, telling anything, but I'm a son of a father and I understand what I enjoy and what I don't enjoy. And so if you are a father, take this for what it is and whatever you see in it, whatever message you hear in it, I hope something comes from it. But the first one I see is and this is in all relationships, but communication. Be real, be open. Your son is your younger counterpart. He's looking up at you as an older counterpart and looking for that support. And if you're just like putting him down or not supportive of his dreams, not the things that you think he should do, but his dreams, then that makes for a very odd relationship and a relationship that probably in the future will not work out very well. The second thing that I'm so happy that my dad and mom taught me is that they taught me everything. They were like, don't stop at just this. You love sports, so we'll like really support you in every way. Like we made a batting cage, we had a basketball court. But then I found music and it was like, yeah, 100%. Let's support you in this way now. They made me a recording studio. Like we had all like tons of instruments. My brother like was very music savvy too, so it was beautiful. And that if they would have just stopped and been like, no, you need to focus on basketball, focus on football or soccer, and that's it. That's all you get to do. I would have never like been able to open up. And honestly, if I never would have opened up, I would have never come to be in this RV and really go through life very open. Like no matter what happens, I'm just chilling. Like I'm just flowing through life. And if I wouldn't have had the support behind me to do as I please and to go after my dreams and passions, then no, none of this would have been real. I'd be in a way different spot right now. And above all, love who they are. Love who your little man is. Like he is his own personality. And you'll start seeing that. And the fact that I had two supporting parents that loved the shit out of me was so amazing. It was so refreshing. It was so nice knowing that I had a support group at all times, still to this day have the biggest support group than that I think anyone has ever had. And I owe it all to you. I owe it all to my parents. And Dad, you were amazing. growing up and as a kid, and I hope that one day we'll be able to like live closer to each other and really like hang out all the time, because that just sounds absolutely wonderful. But thank you, Dad. Everyone, happy Father's Day out there. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really didn't know. I just wanted to talk to my dad for a little bit. I haven't really been open too much. When we do talk, it's like catching up, and there's not much like, here's how I feel about you. But, I love you always so very much. You are such an inspiration to me all the time. And I never take for granted who you are and what you have done for me. So thank you so very much. I very much hope to see you soon. And yeah, enjoy your Father's Day. I'll probably be calling you or something then and figuring out how to send you something. Yeah. So much love, Dad. I'll see you soon.